The Bermuda Triangle, a place where ships and planes vanish without a trace, where compasses spin, radios die, and the ocean seems to swallow people whole. A place that has haunted sailors and pilots for decades, its mysteries twisting through their minds like a curse. In the summer of 2023, the United States Coast Guard picked up a faint, broken distress beacon. It came from a drifting luxury yacht named Ocean's Majesty, known to belong to a wealthy family on vacation. Their signal was weak, barely understandable, and then it fell silent. A routine surveillance drone locked onto the yacht, floating motionless in calm, unnaturally still waters. From the air, the deck looked deserted, except for one small waving shape. Radio calls went unanswered, no movement except a lone figure. By protocol, they had to confirm survivors in person, so a helicopter launched from a nearby Coast Guard cutter carrying 4 people. Captain David Anderson, experienced pilot, respected for his courage. Co-pilot Jessica Lee, calm and analytical under pressure. Rescue swimmer Marcus Ramirez, strong and fearless, known for never hesitating to jump. Medic Olivia Carter, steady, patient, the one who held the team together. Their mission was clear: search for survivors, evacuate the injured, and secure the drifting vessel before it sank or drifted into deeper trouble. As the helicopter circled, the crew could see the lone woman on deck, waving with jerky, desperate motions. There were no other signs of life, no crew or passengers on the rails, no one at the helm. They lowered the rescue basket, but the woman refused to climb in. She clung to the rail, her voice trembling through the helicopter's loudspeaker. "You can't leave me here. If you leave me, it will take you." Captain Anderson exchanged a worried glance with Jessica. Then he made the call to land, slowly guiding the helicopter down to the yacht's helideck. The moment they stepped on deck, a wave of foul metallic stench washed over them. It smelled of rust, rotting seaweed, and something else, a copper tang, like dried blood left for too long. The deck felt damp and sticky under their boots. Below, they found a table still laid out for dinner, plates with half-eaten seafood, glasses full of wine. There were cell phones lying on the table, as if people had left in the middle of a conversation. No blood, no broken furniture, just a strange stillness, as if time had stopped. Captain Anderson tried to radio back to their cutter, but the line was gone. Only static answered him. The woman, who said her name was Emily Johnson, was shivering. She wore a shawl that was torn and clinging to her shoulders, her eyes glassy, her voice flat and distant. "It comes from the water," she whispered, like a broken doll. "It takes them, one by one." Jessica tried to reassure her, checking her pulse, but Emily's skin felt cold, almost clammy. Marcus climbed down to the engine room to investigate the power. Jessica started a systems check on the bridge, trying to restore even a single light. But everything was dead, batteries drained, backup generators silent. The satellite beacon was dark. It was as if the yacht had been completely drained of power. Then, suddenly, a heavy thud echoed through the hull, deep and booming, shaking the yacht from bow to stern. Something powerful had slammed into it from below. The team rushed to the deck. Olivia scanned the sea, but the water was black, calm again, like nothing had happened. Then a deep, almost inhuman vibration ran through the hull, a rumbling, rhythmic sound, like a distant heartbeat. Emily's eyes went wide with terror. "It's coming back," she whispered, voice cracking. "It knows you're here." At that moment, a red glow appeared under the water, faint at first, then stronger, pulsing and spreading through the sea like blood. The yacht lurched again, turning slightly on its own axis. Slowly, a whirlpool began to form, circling the vessel, small at first, then growing stronger. Captain Anderson fired a flare into the sky, praying another ship might see it. But the ocean was empty. No lights, no distant masts, just endless dark water. Marcus came stumbling back from below deck, his skin pale, eyes wide with horror. There's something down there, he choked out. I saw them. They're all just standing there, underwater, staring at me. Olivia grabbed his shoulders, trying to calm him, but Marcus pulled away violently and ran toward the railing, trying to jump overboard. Jessica lunged and caught him just in time, dragging him back. Then another massive hit smashed the hull. A steel mooring cable snapped free, whipping across the deck and nearly taking Jessica's head off. The red glow beneath the waves pulsed brighter and brighter, throbbing like a living thing. Inside the yacht, doors began slamming by themselves. Voices called through empty rooms, faint, echoing, as if the missing passengers were still speaking somewhere out of sight. Emily stood near the bow, eerily calm now, gazing into the whirlpool. It always comes back, she sighed. It needs to feed. Jessica tried the helicopter's controls again, fingers shaking on the panel. Nothing. Completely dead. Circuits burned out, as if the sea itself had short-circuited their only escape. Captain Anderson decided there was no other option. They had to jump and swim for it. But Olivia looked at him with horror. "In that water?" she asked, voice breaking. They all stepped to the rail. The ocean, so calm minutes earlier, was now a spinning funnel, its dark water drawing the yacht closer to the glowing heart of the red light. Then they saw it, a massive dark shape, formless and immense, rolling under the waves. Bigger than any whale, silent, shifting in a way no creature should. Its presence felt wrong, as if the ocean itself had a mind. Suddenly, Marcus screamed. Something yanked him backwards through a hatch, too fast for them to react, and he vanished without a sound. Jessica screamed his name, but there was no answer. Emily turned to them with a calm, pitying smile. "It's too late for you," she said softly. "It likes new souls." The whirlpool tightened its grip. The yacht leaned hard to one side, water crashing across the deck, tearing away metal fixtures. Captain Anderson grabbed Jessica with one hand, Olivia with the other, trying to hold on, but the rails bent, twisted, and broke. Jessica was ripped from his grip, thrown overboard in a heartbeat. He tried to reach her, but Olivia was next, torn away by the pull of the current. Captain Anderson scrambled up the yacht's mast, the highest point left, clutching the rigging as water rose higher. The glow below burned so bright he could barely see. Emily stood calmly on the sinking deck, arms outstretched as the water climbed up past her shoulders. "Come home," she whispered. The sea surged one last time, swallowing Ocean's Majesty in a single gulp. Then, calm, empty water. The red glow faded. No movement, no sound, no wreckage, no bodies, nothing. In the Bermuda Triangle, there are places the sea will never let you leave, and sometimes it keeps you forever.